you're in a place where you filed a complaint, not knowing that you should have filed a complaint, but now you had them, you got the evidence, but now you're going to complain, and the judge is hooking up with the lawyer, and now they're getting ready to dismiss the case. You think you can get out of that situation by going in there on the court date, and that day, if the judge told you not to file any more papers, for instance, if the judge said, don't file any papers, let the, go ahead.
Oh, no, that's fine, because like I said, this is what kind of happened, like what we were talking today. It was funny. We kind of made a very, very vague claim, okay? We got a case number, okay? All we basically got was now we got an empty box with a stamp on it. We basically got a pre-stamped, prepaid, we got it was fully paid envelope. It's got a stamp on it. I don't know if you ever went to the post office and said, can I have a pre-stamped, prepaid envelope? And you pay, instead of 50 cents, you pay like 70 cents because you get the envelope and the stamp. So all we did was we put a very vague claim in there, okay? Very vague. She gave us the nice package to put it in now, and we got the nice stamp. And now all we have to do is deliver it to the side. But like I say to people, don't put all these freaking ridiculous exhibits and evidence in that nonsense, because it's going to throw a red flag up the court. Put a one-page claim with a 2 sentences in there, and that's it. She's going to be like, oh, boy, that's easy. Click, click, stamp, stamp. Here you go. Here's your stamp. Guess what you can do when you get home? You can modify your claim. You can make whatever the hell you want on it now. You got the case number. You got it all bundled up with a nice little envelope now. And now you're going to modify your claim because you haven't subpoenaed it to the other side yet. You're going to give it to the other side now with the modified claim with all the freaking exhibits in it, but you're going to make sure you give it to the court clerk lady. So then all of a sudden they're going to say, wait a second, this was a 1 sentence, 2 sentence claim. What the hell? Where's all these exhibits coming from? And it's like, well, I forgot to attach the exhibits the day of the claim. Here's the exhibit. Sorry. And I go, holy crap, it's like 10,000 pages. If you think that you really need 10,000 exhibits. Me, I can do it in 1 sentence. And the exhibits when it comes to kids, it's like when I did with Jesse and Jonathan, was to say, I want the restoration of property, see exhibit A, B, C, D. And I attached 4 pictures of the kids. And that was it. They don't need to know the kids' names because that's private. I gave them those names. I'm not going to share them with anybody. I don't have to share what I gave to my children. I don't have to share anything with the public, okay, if I don't wish to. I'm not giving them names, birth dates, social security. I'm not giving them anything. I'm saying, have you seen something that looks like this laying around somewhere in a province? Let me know, because I'm looking for it and I require its immediate return. How tough is this? So I don't understand why you guys can't just make a 2 sentence, 3 sentence claim like I did today for these folks. I think it was 3 sentences. Super simple. And they were laughing their behinds off, saying this is too easy, it's scary. I said, yeah, it's too easy, it's scary, ain't it?
But what I'm trying to do is see you in a situation where a complaint is filed, and the judge is siding with the attorney, and now they're trying to throw it out.
If the other side has already answered the claim, if the other side has already answered the complaint, you are at their mercy. You have to beg for leave of court to modify the claim and take the complaint and make it into a claim. Or you want to take one period out of it and put an exclamation point or a question mark in it. You have to beg the other side because they spent all their time, all their money, all their energy and effort to try to discombobulate all the nonsense that you gave to them to begin with. And they could say, no, we spent so many man hours trying to figure out this silly nonsense. No, unless you want to pay us like 10 grand, 20 grand, we're not going to modify. We're not going to allow you to modify because we already gave you your answer and we're done. Now it's time to move it into the court. So if you realize that, holy crap, I made such a crucial error, just let your case, just basically dismiss your own case. And I did that in Alabama. I think it's Rule 41 in the Alabama Court of Appellate Procedure. And the court clerk said to me, what the hell's a Rule 41? I never seen anybody do it. I said, I dismissed my own claim. He said, what? He said, I've never seen anybody do that. I said, yeah, because everybody else has got lawyers, and a lawyer would never dismiss their own petitioners or their own plaintiff's claim or appeal because he wouldn't get no more billable hours. He's going to let, even if he knows it's going to lose, he's still going to let it run its due course so he gets paid big bucks. I know that I'm wasting my time in this appellate court. I know I'm in the wrong court. So you know what? I'm just going to let this case die. I'm just going to let it sit there. I'm going to dismiss it, which means just, like I said, dismiss to discharge. Dismiss just means it's just going to sit there until I feel like activating it again, calling it back to duty. It's not discharged from duty. It's just going to be deactivated for now. But you know what? I'm never going to go back to that case. It's ridiculous. So all I do is just spend $50 and stylize a new case. It's like, you know what? Yeah, pretty well I'll pack that case up with crap. You know what? I don't think I can get this cat stink out of this case. You know what? I think I'm just going to open up a new case. Start with a nice fresh case and do a 2-line sentence thing and be done. Let them answer this claim. So sometimes you got to let the case go. Sometimes a possum or a civet cat or a cat just lets loose in a suitcase. You know what? You just got to let it go. You ain't even going to get the stink out of it. Just move on. Open up a new case.